Wait, hear me out. Look, Harry Potter is awesome. I know you may have read the title and thought, no way, Harry Potter is perfect, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And I get it. I love Harry Potter, but sometimes it's fun to poke fun at something you love. So I'm gonna go over some more spells that have dumb elements to them. Not in the "this host is so dumb" way that you'll be saying it in the comments, but in the "man, this is so dumb but awesome" way, for fun. Now I know some of these will be useful in specific circumstances, but that doesn't mean that they aren't dumb in certain ways. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I'm Ron Mackenzie LaForgia with Top 10 Nerd, and here are the top 10 dumbest spells in Harry Potter, Part 2. Number 10. ANTEOCULATIA. ANTEOCULATIA is a spell that turns the victim's hair into antlers. Why? Why would you possibly need to turn someone's hair into antlers? To make it slightly more difficult to pass through doors? To make them look a little weird? Maybe to fulfill some sort of deer fetish? I don't know. A lot of spells are useful in certain circumstances, but this one just seems completely useless except to do a mild prank. Number 9. The MELOFORS JINX. The MELOFORS JINX makes it on this list along the same lines as ANTEOCULATIA. The MELOFORS JINX encases the victim's head in a pumpkin. Now this could be good for Halloween costumes, I guess, or maybe I could do it on my dog if it wasn't harmful, because that'd be crazy cute, but it's just a super specific spell that even when used in the way it's meant to be used is pretty pointless. Number 8. Pack. The packing charm. Now this one's a bit hinky because I'm not entirely sure if pack is actually how you say the charm or if it's just used as a colloquial command while doing another nonverbal spell. But the wiki says it's a spell, so I'll go with that. While pack is a pretty useful spell, the thing that's dumb is that they use the word pack. With most Harry Potter spells, their names are based on Latin words. So you'd think that the command to pack a suitcase would be like the Latin word for pack, which, if my research is correct, would be crasso. So it's kinda dumb that the Latin rule would be broken for this one spell. Number 7. STELEUS, the sneezing hex. This hex makes people sneeze. Hey, you probably guessed that. It's used to distract people while fighting them, which I get, but if you had a chance to hit someone with a hex, then you could have used any number of spells, like Petrificus Totalis or most other spells. It's like if you saw someone in the UFC start gently tickling the other fighter. Bro, you have way better weapons at your disposal, stop the tickling. Number 6. PROTECO HORRIBILIS. This is one that was just kinda dumb because of its dumb name. PROTECO HORRIBILIS is a spell that creates a powerful defensive shield that can be used against dark magic. It translates to protect horrible, which I suppose is supposed to mean this spell will protect you against horrible things. But when I see it, I can't help but think horrible protection. Sure, the spell itself isn't dumb as it's really powerful, but the spell needs better PR. Number 5. Avis, the bird conjuring charm. This is one of the ones that I'm sure some people will have a problem with because maybe you need birds for something. Like if you wanted to release a bunch of doves in the name of peace. But this just kinda seems like a magician's trick from the real world. True, it'd probably be a pretty cool spectacle if you conjured a bunch of birds at the same time, but it's kinda weird. Plus, I'm sorry, you're creating life? That isn't really something that should be glossed over. That's huge. Why are people more concerned about this? Number 4. Toenail growth hex. Now, this one's pretty self-explanatory. It makes someone's toenails grow a bunch, which I guess could be kind of annoying, but why? It could be a minor inconvenience, or it could cause a huge problem if you made them grow enough, but damn, there have to be better ways to mess with someone. Although it would be a good excuse if you haven't cut your toenails in a while and someone noticed. Oh, yeah, I was hexed. I'm not just a lazy slob, frickin' hexes, man. Number 3. MIMBLEWIMBLE, the tongue-tying curse. MIMBLEWIMBLE is one of the most hilarious sounding spells ever, but that's not the only reason it's kinda dumb. While a tongue-tying curse would certainly be useful, it could be so easy to work around. MIMBLEWIMBLE causes a victim's tongue to turn backwards whenever they think about it revealing a certain secret. It was allegedly used on Snape to prevent him from giving away the location of 12 Grimmauld Place. The thing is, it's unclear of what would happen if they tried to write it down, and considering it's the tongue-tying curse, it seems like nothing would stop them. Unless tongue-tying is metaphorical, but I'm not sure that's how it's meant. Number 2. SERPENSORTIA. Here's one that would really only be useful to parcel tongues, which are rather few and far between. SERPENSORTIA summons a snake, as seen when Draco Malfoy used it when dueling Harry. But what was his plan? Now, he can't control the snake, nor could most people without using magic, in which case, what's the point of summoning a snake if you have to use more spells to control it? Especially if the only option is the Imperious Scourge, which is unforgivable. There are just so few cases where summoning a snake would be a good thing, especially since it could just end up biting you. Pretty dumb. Number 1. The Supersensory Charm. The Supersensory Charm isn't really used in the books to the best of my knowledge, but Ron claimed that it could be used when driving. Presumably it increases your senses to superhuman levels, which sounds awesome. But the thing is, if this spell exists, why wouldn't everyone always be using it? It sounds super useful, especially if you got used to the increased senses so you could get better at blocking the other things out. While the spell itself would be amazing, the fact that it exists and isn't used as essentially a super soldier serum is super dumb. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you at least gave it a chance before taking away my nerd card. Harry Potter is the bomb, and just because some spells are weird doesn't make it bad. If you enjoyed, please drop a like down below and subscribe to Top 10 Nerd for more nerdy videos. Let me know if you can think of any other dumb spells, and feel free to argue about my points in the comments down below. You were going to anyway. Until next time, I'm Ron Mackenzie LaFergie with Top 10 Nerd. Later, nerds.